Okay, what's going on in this is you've got a stormtrooper here. Everyone's calling them stormtroopers, okay, for lack of a better word. You don't know who's underneath those clothes. You know, it can be military these days. You know, they're all wearing
Police.
the same thing. It could be the police. It can be medical staff. It could be anyone. It could be those volunteer douchebags. It can be anyone, right? What they're doing here is, if you listen to what he says, okay? Okay, he said he's looking for pets. Okay,
And I do want to set up the science behind this.
Yeah. Okay.
So, because of the lack of transparency in China about COVID origins or even how it works for the average person, the government has done such a poor job at admitting how it really works.
Yeah.
That they have attributed any sort of spread to such crazy things that now pets are involved.
Yeah. So
right?
like seafood.
Seafood. I mean, it's been clothing. It's been horse.
It's been a package that arrived from overseas.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Beef. Right. So it's gotten to the point now where if there's a dog or a cat or a pet inside of an apartment, when they go and look, they go and they kill that animal, right?
Yeah.
And the reason being is that they think, okay, well, we've cleaned out the people that are carrying the virus.
Yes.
But there's still a living being here that might have gotten COVID. And that just complete, like, unable to understand how the virus works creates vicious and disturbing policies that you're going to see here.
Yeah. So as Simuk was saying, when somebody tests positive, and there have been cases where if someone tested positive in a building, the entire building, they kill all the pets. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got that's not like a made up story. That's official. There's like official. Government documents saying this is what we got to do, and the notices. Right. We can dig those up if we have to. But the fact of the matter is, when you test positive and you get taken away to a quarantine facility, they then send people in, stormtroopers, to like this guy's looking for pets, like in case people had hidden the pets,
Sure.
put them behind the closet or try to hide them. They're looking for pets to kill. Yes. Okay, one particular video went viral over here, which of course we're censoring. Don't worry, you're not going to see anything.
Worry,
I completely took the audio out because you don't want to hear a dog getting beaten to death.
And the boxes block everything.
You can't see anything here, but of course, people have these home security cameras set up that they can watch from their phone, right? So this guy's now sitting in quarantine, all right, and he gets to watch these quarantine workers beat his dog to death. Sure. Okay. So this particular video, you can see it was shot on the 2nd of March, 2022.
So 3 days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Oh, sorry, no, that's March. It was last month.
Yeah. Sorry. So it's last month. This particular one went viral, right?
Oh, yeah. This is the one that sparked off the whole thing.
Yeah, because look, they've been doing this a lot.
Sure.
Okay. But this particular one garnered a bit too much attention, so much so that the government released a statement saying like, oh, yeah, our work policies were maybe a little out of line, and the guys maybe they treated the pet a little bit rudely and roughly type thing.
The timing actually for this is very important. Remember, this is a month ago, because what the government was claiming in this statement here was saying, okay, this one instance, we screwed up.
Yeah, and we will and we're happy to take the suggestions of people,
right? And that was being used in propaganda. But the thing is, keep in mind, this is a month ago. This is still happening now en masse.
Yeah.
En masse, though.
Yeah.
Not just one.
No. I mean, here we've got the guys with this. Again, it's censored, but there's a pile of dead dogs there, pets that they've killed and they're getting rid of.
Those are dogs.
Yeah, those are dogs. Here are cats in bags, okay, that all, like you hear about letting the cat out the bag. This is putting the cats in the bag, you know what I mean? But quite seriously, this is a very famous one from the late last year of a corgi that got beaten to death. Okay,
we didn't show it.
No, of course we don't. We don't show it. But yeah, you get what we're trying to get at here is that this inhumane practice of going and killing someone's pet just because they tested positive is standard practice now.
I saw deflection of this, that statement, that Shanghai statement. Can you pull that up again, actually?
Yeah, sure.
Saying like, we're sorry about that one instance. It's still happening today.
Yeah.
Because that actually didn't change. This doesn't say we're going to change our entire policy and we're going to stop killing pets.
Yeah.
This says, that one time, basically, this is what this is saying, is that one time we got caught, we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
We won't do that again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're still doing it en masse. And this is actually not something new.
No.
It's not just a COVID thing. Whenever they had like a stray animal problem, they'd be like, okay, now you got to register your dog. So if your dog wasn't on the approved like communist worksheet of like, is that a corgi? Is that a German Shepherd? Right?
Yeah.
Then they go and they would kill your dog right in the street. Right?
Sure.
Or they would go to your apartment if they find out and they'll kill it there.
Sure.
Right? They've done this killing pets thing en masse many, many times.
Remember, there are no animal rights in China. By the way, just so you know, there is no SPCA or whatever you call it. There's no humane society. There's nothing like that. You can beat your dog to death on the street and you will not get into any trouble, no legal trouble whatsoever. You can do whatever you want to animals. It's very evident in the way animals are treated in China, but there are no animal rights.
No.
So you have to understand that. So when they kill someone's pet, they're a little taken aback when people are like, why did you do that? They're like, well, because it's just a COVID risk, you know?
Right. It's just the new.
And again, in China, it's always when something blows up on the internet too much. So when that one dog got beat to death, it created too much of a shitstorm, and that's when they have to release a thing saying like, "Oh yeah, no, we have disciplined the guy who did it. You know, it's totally okay." But that doesn't bring your damn pet back, does it?
No, absolutely not.
And it doesn't stop them from doing it to other dogs and cats and various pets too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen like COVID testing.
They're
going
testing
on.
chickens for fuck's sake with a Q-tip.
Fish.
Yes.
In the supermarket.
Yes. It's dumb.
It's like crazy. And that's the thing is when you don't have any accountability or transparency, stuff like this gets wildly out of control. So they're worried about people protesting or whatever. But actually the reality is people should be worried about how out of control the government's gotten.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're killing the dogs and the cats unmasked
and taking your babies away,
that's when you may have realized, maybe this whole authoritarian thing's not really working out.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't, 1.4 billion people shouldn't live in servitude to one man that wants to get reelected within his own party.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
It's a huge issue.
And here's the thing, right? I offered a public challenge on Twitter to the CCP shills, and I'm talking about the Jayo Nation, I'm talking about Barrett, I'm talking about Cyrus Jansen, I'm talking about Guelo 60, I'm talking about all of these guys who have been linked to the Chinese government, do propaganda for the Chinese government, run defense for the Chinese government. I put out a public challenge for them to condemn these actions, the taking the children away and the beating of the pets to
say
death.
the government is wrong to do this.
Yes. And not one of them could give me a condemnation. A lot of them tried to attack my character. Well, one of them tried to attack my character. The other one tried to say, oh, I don't agree with it, but I understand why.
Right.
Okay? But none of them came out and said the Chinese government is doing something wrong. And it shows you how you cannot trust these guys, because if they cannot criticize this very barbaric, very anti-civilized,
anti-human,
and this very inhumane thing that the Chinese government is doing by taking away people's children and killing and murdering their pets, if you cannot even condemn that, then you cannot condemn any bad thing that the Chinese government does. It shows you that they're incapable of criticizing the Chinese government because they're spineless cowards and they're under the thumb of the CCP and they're beholden to the CCP and they're beholden to their nationalist audience, and they're too afraid that they're going to lose their audience and they're going to lose their free meal ticket that they get from all this propaganda bullshit that they do. And they're despicable people, and they condone in silence this terrible barbaric behavior. And I just wanted to make that public because I did offer the public challenge for 2 days in a row and I didn't get anyone condemning it. Just wanted to say that.